All right, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash, the honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, Wa Aqua, learning, teaching in truth and sincerity. Another video to the spirit, your brother Malak from GMS Detroit. This video right here, hey, our people are hoping and dreaming that Esau, Edom, their enemy, changes his mind and embraces them with loving, open arms. But guess what? That's not the reality. He's never going to accept you, no matter how much cooning we do, no matter how much ass kissing, boot licking you do. They will never accept us. They will never show us peace and love, let up off of us, right? Allow us to have an equal, fair share at the shot and dream, of the American dream and the pursuit of happiness. It's a myth, and many of you niggas are still stuck in it. All right, now this guy right here, Eric Bennett, apparently, he one of them old handsome niggas, right? I'm not gonna hate on him, right? But he's gonna make a statement here that's true, and the fact that he's asking it shows the power dynamic in the world, and especially in this country. Right here, it says we keep inviting y'all to the cookout, but where's our invitation to the boardroom? Now, to understand this, you have to be familiar, with modern day pop culture. Being invited to a cookout, right? You got to break the shit down, is a term that, our people, Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, mainly Judah, Southern Kingdom, niggas use. They'll say, I might have a meme saved somewhere, I wonder. Okay, let's say, you'll have somebody who appears to be white, whether they're Israelite, foreigner or not, don't matter. And then let's say they can dance, or let's say, they do something that black people find cool. What do niggas say? Oh, you're invited to the cookout, right? Matter of fact, let's go to hold up. What does invited to the cookout mean by the Urban Dictionary? We'll let the streets speak. It says it's simply slang for a non-black person invited into the black community for not being a racist or calling out their own for being racist, right? So a non-Israelite being given love and acceptance by Israelites for action, or whatever the hell, right? When that's very common. Now, the question is posed, but where's our invitation to the boardroom? And do you ever see that? No. Meaning what? When do the and this is mainly aimed at Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the people who are ruling the world. When do you ever see them invite us to come up to the positions of power with them? They don't. Why? Because we are two separate people. And they hate you, Jacob. And you still don't get it. You still don't fucking get it. And you go through the comments and certain, you see certain Jake message, right? It says, and we ain't even been invited to the country club yet, precisely. You're never gonna be. So any nigga in our people, y'all, they keep thinking this guy's gonna change his nature. If we just vote, if we just get educated enough, if we just stop committing crime, none of that is the answer. We're two separate groups of people. They hate you simply because. It doesn't matter. We could all bleach our skin white, so called, right? They'd still hate us, and that's where we're at with it. You will never be invited because we are two separate people. We will never get along. Amos 3:3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? Bingo. And as two nationalities of people, we have never been in agreement, y'all. When you go back to the birth, Genesis 25, what did it say about us? Genesis 25, what? 23, it says, and the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb. What two nations? Jacob and Esau. They both had the same parents, but they would go on to become the progenitors of two other nationalities, in today's time, races of people, right? And two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. We are two different, let's get that word for manner. We have two separate mentalities, two separate kinds of roles that we fill in this earth. And the fact that Jacob, our people, we're always inviting them to the cookout, meaning what? Giving them open loving arms. It goes to show you, and I have a section that I have saved on my YouTube called what? We are more noble. Our people, despite all the wrongdoing this man have done us, are still willing to extend that bridge. Why? Because we're simply a more compassionate people. And now the heathens and Esau Edom take advantage of that. And that's to many of you niggas' downfall. The scriptures say never trust thine enemy. And that's gonna be the death and bane of many of you jakes. You're gonna take the mark, you're gonna listen to, you think he gonna let you in. He's not gonna let you in the bunkers, bro. He's not gonna let you have access to that advanced technology that you think if they want to preserve their own. They do not like you. This is the word manner. Looks like La'am, people, nation, plain and simple, right? So we're two different peoples. Says people, nation, not super deep. Um, oh, excuse me. Let me see. Is there a root? No. Okay. We're two different kinds of people, y'all. And you come back and you read further down what it tells you Jacob is a hunter. Excuse me, Esau's a hunter. He's a man of the field. Jacob, we're a plain man dwelling at the house. That we're plain there. Perfect, right? Morally upright. You know, they have absolutely no intentions of showing us love and doing right by us under any circumstance. Water and fire are polar opposites. Earth and air are polar opposites. Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and the so-called white man, the biblical Edomites, we are two polar opposites. We will never come together. We will never unite in kumbaya. That's not how the script is written out. It's written that we're going to go to war and one is going to prevail. And who's going to prevail according to prophecy? Jacob. That's how this wraps up. That's why you look at our people, y'all, in this country, so-called. They might let one or two niggas through a door, but in mass majority, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans make up the second class citizenry of America, the subservient roles. You go to the restaurant, who's in the back cooking? You look up and see the janitors, who's mopping and sweeping, right? But then you look at the CEOs, you look at the administrators, you look at the managers, and who's in those positions? The Edomites. Why? Because they have no intentions of sharing, nigga. Wake up. Get it through your skull. What more do you have to see? And that's why it was to tell you, Jeremiah, you go here. Here it is. Hey, it has to come out. What do our people do? Jeremiah 2 and 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked one thy ways. So here it is. You niggas debase yourselves to try to get the good favor of the heathen, especially of Esau. And does it ever work out to our favor? No. Look at P. Diddy, y'all. You do all that destroying of your own people, all that sexual perversion, you spread all that degeneracy, and they still come lock you up on the end of it all. You people, what does it say in the scriptures? You have sold yourselves for naught. We sell out to them. They don't ever sell out to us. Why? We're not in positions of power to be sold out to. And they're not gonna wake up one day and have a change of heart. They didn't have a change of heart when they were spraying you with water hoses, when they were sicking dogs on you. They didn't have a change of heart during 70 AD. It says that they have a what? Ezekiel. That they have let's get that. Ezekiel 5, I'm starting right at it, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. They've had a perpetual hatred for us and against us. We will never be aligned. We will never be agreed. Right? You go to Sirach, the 13th chapter. Let's get that actually. I was going to skip it, but why not? Get the goodies. Sirach 13th chapter. You niggas' minds in the wrong mindset. And that, of course, we're in the inferior position. So that's the mindset of someone that is inferior, right? Oh, please just show us mercy. Please just, and because in the kingdom, it's going to be like that. They're just going to be hoping we show them mercy, and we're not going to show them mercy. We're going to judge them, right? When you're inferior, you have to beg for mercy. When you're superior, you exercise judgment as you please. So if you would like to constantly screw a guy over, you can do so, and who can stop you? Nobody. And that's the position that we're in. Constantly getting screwed over, hoping and begging that they show us mercy. Guess what? They're not going to show mercy. Sirach 13. I want to start right at 17. It says, what fellowship hath the wolf with the lamb? So the sinner with the godly. What agreement is there between the hyena and a dog? And what peace between the rich and the poor? What's the answer to that? None. Nada. Negative. There is no agreement. We will never see things eye to eye. We will never be on equal playing terms in this world with them. This is their kingdom. Wait, what does Scripture say? This world is wide and made for many, and the world to come is narrow for few, which is for who? Jacob, the elect. Fuck them in this world. We're going to have our world. Let them do their thing. Let them, have this shit. It is what it is. You just got to chop it up. But what do our people do? They try to go above and beyond. Oh, we just do better as a people, nigga. We done. What else can be done? What else does a nigga gotta do that ain't been done here, y'all? Come on now. It's a joke. It's a sham. We've done it. We've tried it. This is not this is. You're not going to ever convince them to show us some grace, if you will. That's just not how the programs would. Now, matter of fact, you take it back to Genesis, y'all. What do you see? Genesis 3. What does it say that there would be between us? Genesis 3 and 15. I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. There is enmity between us. Aversion, y'all. We will never. Let me get that. We're never going to get along. We're never going to see eye to eye. They're never going to do right. And this is, of course, this is a prophecy. This is dealing with the seed of Adam, right, by way of Eve, making it down to the sons of God, which will go on to become the Israelites. And the spirit that was in the serpent would go on to be the spirit in Esau, which would become the Edomites. And the fact that they wounded us at the hill, right, brought us down for a time, and eventually we would wound them in the head, meaning destroy them. That's the ain't nothing gonna change. Enmity, hatred, hostility, right? There's always gonna be that hostility. There's always gonna be that hatred. It's not gonna go anywhere. You're not going to be that good golden nugget nigga to make them finally love us. Negative, bro. That's negative. Negative. But where's our invitation to the boardroom? You don't get one. They ain't tell you. Eric Bennett, you don't get an invitation to the boardroom. They're not gonna help you run nothing. Hey, there can only be one, as the saying goes. Oh, let me go. And here it is. Our people, what do, y'all? Our people sell out. Our people make leagues with the enemy. Oh man, I'm the whole scriptures came to mind. You can go to Maccabees here. Let me see. Yeah, and this is the mindset of our people. They have that I can't beat them, join them type of mentality, right? And this verse in particular is dealing with our people that league up with Esau, and in the end they're going to be destroyed, right? Isaiah 28 and 15, it says, because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. So many of our people, after realizing Big Daddy E is in charge and he's not going to let up, what do? They completely sell out and join to the league of evil, Esau, Edom. But guess what? Verse 18, and your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it. So when the destruction comes, y'all, the sellouts of our people are going to be destroyed. You're not going to escape. Well, that's why it says what? Back in Isaiah, those that be what? Isaiah 13, 14 through 15. And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land. So as Babylon begins to go down, martial law, civil war, race riots, all that good stuff, everyone's going to turn to their own people, quite literally. And if you choose to still side with the enemy, what's going to happen? Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. That's how this wraps up. You trying to hug up and hold up under them, hope they can get. You're gonna be obliterated. That's what's gonna happen to our people who want to league up and buddy up with the heathen, especially Edom, who have never uh, done good by us or done right by us. You had a couple of instances. Okay, so Cyrus had get niggas green light to build the temple. That's really about it. At every interaction, the heathen have always wanted to have the advantage over us. They'll let a couple of you niggas sell out just so they can have the rest of you hostage, right? Or rule over you, make you servants. Then no amount of coonery is going to make them change their minds and finally just be nice to us. Stop it, Jacob. Stop it. I made mention of it right here. First Maccabees 1:11, it says, in those days there went out of Israel wicked men who persuaded in the time of the Greeks, right? It says, wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. So this device pleased them well. So here it is, y'all. Our people, they forsake the law, statutes, and commandments to follow behind the heathen. And, at the end of it, did it work out for anybody? No. So now you invite them in, they kill off your own people. And when you look at a lot of these traitors, y'all, they ended up dying themselves in the Maccabees. You had a couple of, matter of fact, let me do this. Some Israelites who had sold out. Let's go, is it 10? Let me see, give me 1 second, y'all. 10, I just read 10. Here it is, our same people that sell out and sold out. The people you sell out to, oftentimes they just wipe you away any damn way when they get done with you. Let's see, give me 1 second. Right here, bingo, you had some of our wicked people who sold out to Bacchides, and he was responsible for the death of Judas Maccabeus. So here it is, they sell themselves out to him, right, in the hopes to get the Jonathan, the Maccabees brothers, slain. First Maccabees 9:58, it says, then all the ungodly men held a council, saying, behold, Jonathan and his company are at ease and dwell without care. Now therefore we will bring Bacchides hither, who shall take them all in one night. So they coon to him. He comes and fights with Jonathan against their own people. Bacchides and them Greeks lose. And so what happens? It says verse 69, wherefore he was very wroth at the wicked men that gave him counsel to come into the country, inasmuch as he slew many of them and purposed to return into his own country. Bingo. So here it is, our people sell out, do all this wickedness, and the people you sell out to, they'll just turn around and fucking whack you at the end of it all. So what was it all for? Nothing. Ye have sold yourselves for naught, but ye shall be redeemed without money. Isaiah 52:3. Come on, Jacob. The only way out of this, the one who's going to give us our just deserts is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. The heathen never will. They will never do right by us. That's a fool's dream. All right, so that's about it. And give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem. Rakakodash, the honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all elect Akim, Wa'akwa, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. Shalom.